Okay. Peace to the family. 747 24/7 361 degrees. Hopefully y'all can hear me pretty decent. All right. Wait. So how y'all feeling? Just give me a little bit, a couple minutes to set this video up a little bit, and I'll be ready. You got something to say, put it in the comment section as well. We logged in at 11:13. If you know what today's date is in the codex, you can put it in the comments section. Wow. So I don't know where to begin with this one. All right, it's definitely about to go hard. Hey babe, what's today's date in the codex? Just letting know. If anybody knows what's today's date in the codex, put it in the comment section. That'll be what's up. What you say? All right, 2/18/24. We're going to build on the science on those numbers. 2/18. Wow, that's hot. Because 2:18 in the Bible, when you go in there, Genesis 2:18, it says when a woman is to help me. That was hot. Straight vibing. 24. Wow. All right, give me an opportunity to share the video and set it up. It is 2/18/24 in the codex. If you can hear me loud and clear, to say I can hear you loud and clear. Lapel. All right. Alrighty. I will be doing a little PowerPoint today. All right. I'm going to be sharing information about the body of the Messiah. As you know, these numbers flow between 1 and 31, and that 1 through 31 represents us collectively taking a position within that body called the Messiah. Now remember, the body is the temple, so we build the temple as well. All right. Yeah, so I'm almost done. I'll be ready to rumble with y'all. I'll be ready to rumble. Wow. Today is definitely an epic day. Hopefully y'all made it home safe. I know on Black Friday it can be crazy. It can be crazy on Black Friday. So I'm saying, like, shout out to you if you made it. No joking, man. I know how it is, man. I didn't see too many people shopping going crazy today. That's so hot about it. Or maybe I just got up too late. But back in the day, they used to have killer mobs with the daggone on Black Fridays. Like, it was going out of style. Like, buying electronics was like water or something. So like I said, we're gonna get this in. Hopefully y'all like the addition of the music and you can hear me clearly. Because if you can't hear me clearly, then I'll figure out a way to turn the music down a little bit, and then we can do it like that. All right, so I'll take about maybe 1 or 2 more minutes sharing the video, and then I'll just begin to speak. All right. First thing I want to say is 747 24/7 361 degrees. So if you don't know what 747 means, it actually means God is good, or the universe is great, man. Allahu Akbar. You can say it like that too. I mean, we learn from different situations that we go through, whether good or bad. We make the best of it. All right? We make the best of it. All right, wow. That's cool. Yeah, we make the best of it, man. That's what it's all about. So, let me see where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start it off. I got about 1 more minute and then I'm gonna begin. All right. And I'm just let it fly. For what it's worth, I'm just let it fly. And then however it connects with the people, then it is what it is. All right. I want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence. This right here is called Welcome to the Cosmic Gateway, Psychic Readings and More. Your virtual portal to the mystical and the unknown. Join us. Join us. Join us. All right. Maybe the title was a little bit too lengthy. I'll work on that. So that's cool. What's up? If you in the building, state your name, put it in the comment section. All right. I will be going over a couple of lessons about the body of the Messiah. Shout out to Sister LaUnc. You already know what it is. Cool. Messiah Code All-Star. Thank you. Shout out to everybody in the Facebook, everybody in the YouTube. Salute. Yo, how is the audio today? You gotta tell me. Because the other day, I want to say thank you for holding on, yo. For everybody that's a part of the movement that be holding it down, man, I want to say thank you for holding on. Because my audio was so trash that day. But I did my best to give y'all the information, to share the information with you. And also, no matter what circumstance, I will broadcast the network. Just in case it can touch a heart, touch a mind, touch a spirit to change the moment or change a life. All right? So that's cool. We're going to go from there. I'm almost done sharing the video. I'm about done. I'm going to say whoever comes in and come in, man. I'm going to say thank you. Thank you for your time. All right. So, as you know, you said, yo, your audio was bouncing off. You said, yes, your audio was bouncing off the walls the last time. Godly. You said my audio was bouncing off the wall. That is some funny stuff. Yo, you really got me bugging out. You got me bugging out. Yo. Yo, that is some funny stuff. I like that. Thank you, Sister LaUnc. Yo, I got a huge lesson for you today. I got a huge lesson, yo. Huge lesson. We're going to break this stuff down pound for pound. You see, I got the body up there. We're going to break this stuff pound for pound. And you're gonna be laced with some good cosmic information. I want to say shout out to the general. The general is in the building. All my people on Facebook, all my people on YouTube, thank you for holding it up, holding it down, holding it left and right. You already know. This is called the Cosmic Gateway. All right, so how are we gonna touch this with the information, Amel? Okay. All right, let me begin a little bit. All right, so what I wanted to touch on first is the 7 weapons. All right, we want to just touch a little bit first on that. Now, I know a lot of times I talk to y'all about the body of the Messiah. All right, and I want to say I disclosed information about the 7 weapons, but I haven't broke it down to the fullest. All right, Ucha, I want to say salutations. Ucha to the sister Akshita Vita, the general. Also, you can be my guest on here too. I'll put the thing if you want to be a guest. I'll put the link if you like to be a guest. For anyone that would like to be the guest on here, you can do it like that. I'm gonna see if I can put it in the Facebook as well. I'll put it in the Facebook for y'all so y'all have it, and then y'all can figure it out. Y'all can be my guest if y'all like. All right, so let's talk about the 7 weapons. Now, remember, in times of old, they said a Messiah is one who was anointed. Remember that, okay? Now, in these days and times of what we call the age of information or the age of Aquarius, a Messiah is known as one who is preparated for war. All right? Y'all got that one? Y'all got that? He said, I'm working while listening. Yo, hopefully it sounds real good. Y'all, if y'all can y'all please share the video? Shout out to Ra'ab B. Ra'ab AI. I like that. That is fire. That is a fire name. Yo, that's what's up. Can you hear the music? Does it sound pretty decent? Let me know as well. Please let me know. I want to make sure it's good for y'all. All right. So let me break some of this stuff down. So remember, salute. Yeah, you already know you getting saluted from the all-stars already. You already know. Greater light. Oh, it's Nafir, Ka Nafiri. Shout out. Messiah Code All-Star. Everything's good and clear. All right, look at this. So remember, a Messiah was one who was anointed in times of old, but in times of now, a Messiah is one who is preparated for war. All right. So now that y'all know, that y'all get the idea of this, we say, oh man, for real. Now I always tell y'all that the war is inside of yourself more than everything. The war, it starts from yourself. The first fight is within yourself. And if you're not ready to fight this battle, then you're not ready to fight any battle. You get what I'm saying? You're not ready to fight any battle at all. So now let's go over this. Now the body is the temple again. Now, if we know the body is a temple, the temple has rooms that are within the temple. Am I right? When you go into the temple. Now, each room represents a designation of your education. Whew. Man, damn, that rhymed. It represents a designation of your education. You feel me? Or a designation of your salvation. Because a lot of people are looking for someone to come save them, but you got to first learn how to save yourself. You feel me? Once you're able to save yourself, you're able to save the whole body. You get what I'm saying? You're able to save the rest of the body because you didn't, you're saving the vital part that needs the nutrients, which is the mind. Whew. Man, we Gary, smoke it out. So now I'm saying, y'all messiahs, real talk, we ain't gonna go all deep. We ain't gonna go crazy and whatever. We just gonna say y'all messiahs. Excuse me. So now, y'all know y'all got 7 weapons. Y'all laced up. You're ready to kick butt. You know what I'm saying? Let's go into a couple meanings. And we're not going to go too deep into all 7 of them. We in this particular video, we just only going to break down a couple because I got so much information I want to share with you. All right? So, the rod is the first weapon. So it deals with chastisement and growth. It symbolizes what? The necessary discipline and correction to maintain the right path in life. Akin to what? To the way a shepherd uses the rod to keep the what? The sheep from straying away. That's what chastisement is for. To get you right on point. You think the universe is playing with you or the universe is playing you out in some sort of way, but the universe is telling you to get back in the fold. All right? So you can understand the divine plan. Because I tell people, when they think about, all right, let's say, okay, remember I said, all right, we the body of the Messiah, and the body is the temple. All right, so now we're thinking of a temple. When you designing a temple, who designs the temple? The architect, the grand architect of the universe, which is God, the grand architect of the universe. All right? Or they say the GOAT, the greatest of all times. Grand architect of the universe. The same thing. It's the GOAT. All right? But hear what I'm saying. When the building is being created, before the building is created, there is a plan designed for that building. Am I right? Like, you got to think about your body as the temple, right? If your body is the temple, and like I said, the temple is designed by the grand architect. Every temple has a plan and a special design for the temple. All right? Because we thinking about the zone or place that it's in, it's different. If I design a special temple, I have to design it differently if I put it in a different place. Because we're dealing with different gravity, different weather conditions. We're dealing with different landscape conditions. We're dealing with a totally different condition. So this is what I'm saying for you. We all have a divine plan. All right? Now, personal development. This is what the rod represents. It represents the trials and challenges that promote individual growth and learning. So a lot of times people are running from the problems or running from hard situations instead of saying, yo, I'ma run to them. I'ma run to the fire. Whatever. You can bring whatever my way. I'ma handle it. You know why? Because you a Messiah, man. You the solution to the pollution. How you want me to say that? You say bring anything my way. I'ma handle that. Because that's what you here for, man. You here to conquer some stuff. Real simple. All right? So now the rod also, like, it represents return to the path, or El Tariq, what they call El Tariq, the path. All right. The rod is a metaphor for being redirected back to one's true purpose or to the universal plan. Is that right? Kum. Sister Cotton, we spell kum like this now. I want to put you on to something. We spell it another way. I want to put you on to it. We spell it with the QHUM, kum. You know, because if we was utilizing Arabic, we would utilize the Q to pronounce it. All right? To start it off, it would start with a Q. Or if we would use ancient tones, we would use the Q to kind of denote how the word is being said. Sometimes people get it twisted when they say kum instead of saying kum. Kum. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying kum. Kum. Because kum is the sacred letter of the Quran, is the 17th letter, which represents the queen. The queen. See, kum is the queen too. Remember that. Yeah, Q is the queen because the 17th letter of the alphabet so happens to be Q, the queen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's like kum, kum. And as you know, you stomp your feet or hit your heart when you say that word. But let me go back to this though. Hear me out. The rod is representing return to the path. You're redirected back to your true purpose and the universal plan. That's what I was saying. I said if you think about the temple, right? If you think about any temple that's built, any temple, you got somebody that designs the temple, which is called the architect. And that's why I said what you call the universal principle of all is the architect that designs the plan for the building for which we are the temple. Cool. All right. Now let's move forward. It represents the returning path, the rod. Now you think about it, the rod, they use the rod to electrify things or to attract electricity or energy as well. However you want to go with that. Aristotle, I brought up a quote from Aristotle. It says, the roots of education are bitter, but what? But the fruit is sweet. Chastisement is a form of education that, while tough, yields positive growth. This is Aristotle, a Greek philosopher. He says the same thing about chastisement for those that say, man, well, you getting real biblical with me. Well, I'm going to get real philosophical with you as well. Because hopefully you can take these gems with you and you can roll with it. Let's get it, man. So let's get it. So like I said, or Aristotle said, the roots of education are bitter. Yeah, bitter. But the fruit is sweet. Chastisement is a form of education, while tough yields positive growth. We understand that. So it ain't gonna always come to you sweet. Proverbs 13:24. It says, whoever spares the rod hates their children, but the one who loves their children is careful to discipline them. Am I right? I could have put the King James Version, but I used the new NIV for y'all. Okay? However you want to interpret it. It says this, because the Lord disciplines the one he loves, and he chastens everyone he accepts as his son or his daughter, however you want to place that in your life. You know, it's not going to come easy, man. If these things came easy, you wouldn't have no value in it. Am I right? A lot of things, the things that came too easy for you, you really wouldn't have no value in it. So just know that with every hard, everything that you work for is also everything that you grow for, you grow from as well. All right. So yeah, whosoever spares the rod, put that. I'll let y'all know. Yeah. Wow. So this is a Ashanti proverb for y'all that deals with chastisement connecting with the rod. By the time a fool has learned the game, the players have dispersed. Woof. Isn't that, man, how many times that happened to you? How many times that happened to me? How many times that happened to us? It said by the time the fool has learned the game, the players have dispersed. Man, I know, man. You said, man, I coulda, shoulda, woulda did it. I coulda, shoulda, woulda did it, right? I know a lot of us be saying that. Like, damn, man. If I coulda, shoulda, woulda. If I coulda, shoulda, woulda. I know. Don't let regret eat you up. Just be better. Just be a better person and learn something from it. That's what I figured out. Let me keep it real. Just with whatever's going on, man, I learned to be a better person from whatever situation I went through. So this Ashanti proverb was really good. This really hit the spot because, yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man. Cool. So let me give you a couple more, man. So a gem is not polished without rubbing, nor a man perfected without trials. Man, that is fire. Come on now. Is that not fire? Like, you'll find a gem inside yourself. You'll find a real gem inside yourself. Am I right? You'll find a gem inside yourself. Let me tell y'all something. Man, when I broke down the David and Goliath story, I was talking about how when David slayed Goliath, it was actually with a diamond, but he was the one that represented the diamond. All right, he was the one that represented the diamond because the rock was cut from not the hands of man, as it talks about in Daniel chapter 32, but it was cut from the hands of God or the universe. The universal principle of all, how it guides us to divine understanding, to be harder than a diamond. But you have to pull it from underneath the muck and the mire. You hear me? Man, we messiahs, man. We are messiahs. So, let me go back a little bit. Yo, Quran. Let's do this. Quran, chapter 2, verse 286. It says this. Allah, what? Does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear. You say, man, this is Allah. You lying. A lot of people say Allah is lying. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they say, man, it be lying right here because I can't take it no more. Am I right? A lot of us then felt that way. This verse right here, y'all be like, man, Allah be man, I don't know. But Allah does not burden a soul beyond what it can bear. Now, if that's the case, then why people die from torture or die from certain situations? Were they guided by Allah? Or were they under Allah's grace? I don't know, man. I just because some people can play devil's advocate with this verse of the Quran. But I'm gonna say don't do it like that. I want you to utilize it as principles to guide yourself through certain circumstances. All right? Just know death is imminent and promised to everyone. All right? How you go is just a whole nother situation. But for whatever path you on learning, it tells you this, that Allah does not burden a soul beyond what it can bear. Now, if you on a destination to success or growing from whatever you experiencing, just know that this is true. For indeed, with what? It says this in the surah, Shari. It says this, 94, 5 to 6. It says, for indeed, with a hardship will be at ease. Indeed, with a hardship will be at ease. And then when somebody explained this to me when I was younger, I remember this. When I was going through certain situations, and a Muslim brother explained this to me and how he interpreted it. And he was talking about how, like, you take two steps a certain way, right? And then you take a step back. And then you end up taking two more steps forward. And then you take a step back. And then you take two steps forward. So, will you eventually move to where you got to go, or go to where you got to go? Yes or no? You'll always be moving forward. You just take a step back to reflect. This is what this verse is talking about, really. For indeed, with the hardship will be at ease. It's like you taking a step to reflect on what you learn from the situation. Yeah, you take a step forward. You don't take a couple steps and be like, boom, 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 2 steps, and then you ahead of the game. You're not totally not knowing where you at. So you're just totally lost and oblivious. No, it is about you take 2 steps and then you take 1 step back, because you're going in yourself and reflect on what you learn. And then you take 1 step and then you utilize what you learned as a bridge to gap you towards the future as well as the present. Come on, man. That's a cool. Now, look, listen. Let's get to it, because I'm going to hit y'all with a 131. Of course, Surah Al-Asr, which is Surah 103 through 1 through 3. Wow. Lamel, stop playing games with these numbers again. Well, you tell them to stop playing games with the number, because Al-Asr is El Lasser, or Lazarus. Come on, let's go get him, my man. Come on, let's get him. El Asr is the squeezing, by the squeezing of time. It represents the squeezing of time, when the soul was really squeezed from the body. You know, or when that which is impure within you is squeezed out of you. Like the unpureness is squeezed out of you. That's what this is talking about. All right. So it says, by time indeed mankind is in loss, except for those who have believed and done righteous deeds and advised each other to truth. You know what that means? Advise each other to truth. We're supposed to remind each other of the truth. You say, well, what is the truth, Lamel? The truth is about embracing principles to better oneself. It ain't about no God. It ain't about no weird stuff like that. It's say advise each other to truth, and advise each other to what? Patience. Because in order to obtain this truth, you're going to need a little bit or a lot of bit of patience. Am I right? So yeah, man. That's what it's all about. This is a 131. This is a 131 right here. All right. We are the body of the Messiah. We are the network. It ain't no Christianity. It ain't no Buddhism. It ain't no Mohammedism. It ain't no Hinduism. It ain't no cardology. There is no what y'all trying to invent. It's no none of that. The only thing it is the network. That's it. We all can tap into the network in some fundamental way because we take from that the truth that we need to embrace our life to make it better. Am I right or wrong? We extract that which we need to make us whole. Man, we're a combination of a world society nowadays. We have been influenced by each and every culture known to man. Each and every culture, we got some sort of swagger like it. We mixed breeds, man. Come on, man. We're a mixed breed of many cultures, man. We just can't help it. That's just how it is, man. The world, man, we represent the world. Let's do this. So do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what is good and pleasing and perfect, the perfect will of God. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Once again, I tell people about this too. It's a difference between the world and the planet. You live in your own world, and most of us live in many worlds. Don't be conformed by the ways of this world. You know what I'm talking about. All the fake stuff, man. I mean, not saying that you don't articulate yourself. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm talking about that which is fabricated. They give you the idea where when people wear so much, jewelry, fake hair, fake this, fake that, fake this, pills that, fake this, but they make it seem like it's cool for your personality to be fake in a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh man, well, we can change our hair a certain color, red or whatever. So that's not our real stuff, so I can be fake. No, that's not the case. We can articulate ourselves. That's not saying for you to be fake. You should be the authentic you, period. Now, if the authentic you needs to be better, then that's something that we all need to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Not just you. I'm talking about myself. All right? The renewal of your mind. Let's do this 131. So no temptation has overtaken you except such as in common to man. But God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able, but with the temptation will also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it. So I just kind of brought this from the Quran, and you know what's so deep? It was like the same thing. It was saying the same thing. So people be like, yo man, the Bible and the Quran oppose each other. I just brought two different verses from two different holy books that basically said the same thing. Am I right? They basically said the same thing. So it fundamentally goes to answer this big question to everyone. What is my purpose here on this planet? My purpose here is to learn something. Is to become a greater being. Just keep it real. You are on the path of an evolutionary chart. You're on a path, a real true path of evolution within yourself. Now, this ain't no Darwinism. I don't want you to think about freaking Darwinism when I'm saying you are on the path of evolution. You're like, oh, for real, Lamel? Well, what are we going to turn into now? We just came from apes? Please, nah, man. I'm not talking about no daggone Darwinism when I'm talking about your spiritual path of evolution. All right? I'm talking about you becoming the greater version of yourself. Imagine the future you is looking at is kind of arguing with the now version of you right now, saying, "Yo, man, I'm doing this big right now. I'm chilling. I'm chilling on a yacht right now. I'm chilling on my land. I'm growing all this food. I'm so healthy. I got this such and such going on." This is the future you fighting with the present version of yourself. Like like wrestling with the present version of yourself. Like, yo, think about that. I want y'all to imagine that right now. Imagine that. The future version of yourself. Like, man, I'm so healthy. I'm feeling so good. I'm doing so well right now. I'm like, everything is just beautiful. The ego versus the true self. Man, that whisper is a big whisper sometime. I already know. Already know. So then be careful how you live. Why? Be careful how you live. You already know. Do not be unwise, but wise, making the best use of your time, because the times are what? Man, these times are rough, man. These times are evil, yo. These times are really evil. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's so much temptation everywhere. It's so much temptation everywhere, man. Like, man, you can just find yourself just being like caught up. If you don't have a strong mind, if you don't have a strong mind to do the right thing within yourself, man, man, I'm telling you, man, it can get really, 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 really serious. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the Messiahs. You got to grab onto that book. Now you'll say, well, what book, Lamel? Well, you should be reading. Reading is fundamental. All right? But pick up the book, because as you pick up the book, you're doing a calisthenic. I told people, man, you're really working on your biceps. When they say your faith, see, that's why the number 20 was associated with the left bicep, and the 9 is associated with the right bicep of the Messiah, because the 9 is the highest number. You're going into the faith, you're going to the highest portion of yourself. But the number 20 is the number 2 and the number 0, because the 2 represents self and 0 represents secrecy, or that which is secret, the Saphir. All right. So now you got the 2, the 29, which is 2 and 9, because man, 2 is attracted to 9. Like, man, I break that down, man. That's so hot, man. 2 is attracted to 9. If you go into, man, it's so deep. But anyhow, when you picking up a book, you're working on your faith. You're working on your faith. You know what I'm saying? Because it becomes a calisthenic, because you keep on lifting that book to your face time and time again, over and over again, over and over again. You keep on lifting that book to your face. All right. So like I said, it becomes you working on your physical strength. Not only your physical strength, you're working on your mental strength as well, which is the real token of your faith. All right. Real talk. So Matthew 6:3, 31 through 33. Excuse me. So don't be ever worried about saying, what are we going to eat? Yeah, you shouldn't. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Or what we going to drink, or what does it say? Or what we're going to wear, because it is the unbelievers who are eager for all those things. Surely your heavenly Father knows what you're in need of. You're in need of all of them. But first be concerned about what? God's kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things what? Will be literally added to you. You feel me? Like if you doing the right thing, like for instance, man, like people attribute this to just moral precepts. But when you're in the right universal path or the universal plan, you are provided for. When you're doing the wrong thing, when you're in the wrong position, then you already know what happens. And people act like it's all good. Like you always going to get good news from the universe. That's why I started this off with chastisement, man. Man, I so started this off with chastisement, man. And talking about learning from the situation and knowing that you're not the big head honcho. You got other perspectives, other energies that accompany this universe, not just you. All right? So we must learn and know how to be a part of a universal plan, not just your only plan. And then we move with harmony. That's why it says what? You don't got to worry about it because the birds know what they eating. Yo, the animals, the ants know what they doing. Why you don't know what you doing and you the highest in the kingdom of God? Or if you want to call it that. I like calling it God because y'all get the Holy Ghost when I say it. But you can utilize any word that you want. How about that? Because I really don't care. I'm all about being a better version of me. And hopefully you can be the better version of you. And at times we got to lean on each other for these things. Am I right? Like, we got to literally lean on each other so we can grow from one another. You know, we don't know everything. I don't know everything. And that which I'm strong, I'm going to share with you. With that which I'm weak, I'm going to open my heart to you. And I'm going to say, please give me the answers, because the body needs the hands, the feet. It needs the toes. It needs the heart. It needs the liver. It needs all these things to make it function properly. And we all collectively represent the body of the Messiah. All right? And shout out to you because you are the Messiah. Don't let nobody tell you different. I don't care. You are the Messiah. Say, man, for real? Jesus returned? Yeah. Yeah, we the Messiah. Say, for real? Yeah, we the Messiah. That's how we gonna do it. For all the doubters. So that's why I said, this book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have success. You hear that? Did somebody hear that? This is real. That's why I said you messiahs, man. All this information is going to move with, like, remember at times they say, man, the Messiah say, yo, man, you say to this mountain, you be like, man, say to this mountain, move, and then the mountain's going to move. Yo, you're not going to be praying to moving mountains like you singing Usher Raymond songs or something like moving mountains. No, the mountains are going to move with you. You hear me? The mountainous ones are going to move with you. Not going to have to say, yo, move this mountain and it's going to move. No, the mountain's going to move with you. Everywhere you move, the mountain's going to move with you. The giants are going to move with you. The mountainous ones are going to move with you. Because when the prophets went to get a message from God, where did they go? They went to the mountain. They went on high. They went to a place that was elevated within themselves. You get it? So the book, remember I told you, we create the book because the book is what? It's everything you face. Everything is you face is to and fro. Because the face of a cube is what? The area. And the area is length times width. Am I right? And then you got length times width times height. You got what? Volumes of books. Volumes of books that you write in this dimension that we call the mainframe consciousness. All right? Let me do this. Got a couple more slides to keep y'all occupied. Shout out to Friday, man. I'm so happy to be on here, man. I'm really happy to be on here. Enjoy the moment for what it's worth. All right? We're going to do a Quran 11:13 moment. They're going to say he invented it. Say then bring 10 surahs like it that have been invented, and then call upon you, what? Whoever you can besides Allah, if you should be faithful. So, if you got a sign from the universe, it's telling you to bring up, or you got a message from the universe, bring up 10 signs. Send 10 different signs that are associated with your realm of thought. And of course, this is a 131. This is a 131 right here. So I'm going to pow, pow, pow. I'm a 131 it because that 1113 is an open book. It represents the book that's open because you try to draw this. Draw 113 right now and draw it upside down. It looks like a book that's open. You got 1, and then you got the 3. It looks like the book that's open. That's why I said 1113 is the book that's open. Like all these numbers are saying some messages to us. Thank you for everybody that's enjoying this broadcast in the YouTube and the Facebook. I want to say thank you for your time, man. This is it's really going well. I love the music. Man, I just love the idea of sharing great information with y'all. Are there any questions before I get off? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions, yo? Let me know. Any questions about the codex? Any questions about tonight's broadcast? I want to say shout out to you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. Hopefully y'all enjoyed your time. Shout out to Melanie. What up? Hey, bro. Cool. What's up? Any questions before I get up? Is it true that Jesus was a prophet? This is a good question. You said, is it true that Jesus was a prophet? I like that. That's a good question. Thank you. Thank you for raising me. Thank you for being a part of my life and my journey. Alright, so that was a good question. Well, let's go to Melanie's question. If I probably chopped your freaking name up. I said, you said, LaVelle, you bugging. You chopped my name up. All right, look. Nah, I gotta figure out how to say this. Is it Melody? I thought I saw it wrong. So the question is it true that Jesus was a prophet? Um, the idea of a prophet is the word nebi, because the word nebi, we can go to the meaning of nebi or nev. All right. So it goes to the idea of I would say yes, he was a prophet. If you want me to answer it simply, I'm gonna say yes, but it might go deep because I might say, well, what Jesus are you talking about? Because it's many different Jesuses that came about. Now, I personally believe that the Jesus is a myth. The Jesus story is a myth. The Jesus story in particular is a myth, but it is taken from many other stories that represent the real Jesus. If you want me to say it like that. From everything that I have studied and all the presentations that I done heard, the only conclusion that I've come up with is that they have grafted that one story from many other stories. And stories that continually happen over and over again. So was he a prophet? Was Nostradamus a prophet? That's like saying is the weatherman is a prophet, almost. Because the weatherman could be considered a prophet. Or the astronomer, he can be considered to be a prophet. I'm gonna keep it real. They can be considered to be prophets as well, because you're prophesying something that's going to happen or future. You're utilizing probabilities that based upon certain circumstances. Shout out to Stevie in the building from the UK. What time is it in the UK right now? You let me know. Shout out to the UK. Yo, man, as you know, you see an email scrolling across on the bottom. I know y'all didn't it's an email. Yo, man, y'all can email. I'll send y'all a book. And y'all can send a donation or whatever like that too. That'll be send y'all a book. But if y'all don't got no change or whatever, we'll figure it out later. I'll still send you a book. You said it's 5 a.m. Yo, I want to say, man, Steve, thank you for your time, yo. You said my son has been up poorly. Give him some tea or something, bro. Give him some warm tea, and see if that might do him some justice. Find some nice mint tea, put some mango in it, chop up some mangoes, and or give him, I don't know what to say. But that might be something to calm. It really calms. It has calmed my children down. All right. Any questions? Any comments about the body of the Messiah? Oh man, just handle that, bro. Akshita Vita, yo man. You said the moon and Jupiter are in alignment. Our children are drawn to the energy. When you say the moon and Jupiter, you know what you're saying? The 1 and 3 are aligned. No. That's the 2 and the 3. Because the moon represents the number 2, and then Jupiter represents the number 3. The sun represents the number 1. But you say the moon and Jupiter are aligned, you're talking about the number 23. Come on, man. Do I have to kick ass with this? Man, I don't know what the fuck. You're talking about 23, honey. 23 is me. You must be thinking about it like, man, I'm on that. Shut up. Yeah, man. That's the moon, because the moon represents the number 2. All right, and then Jupiter in numerology is symbolic of the number 3. All right, because you got to think about it. The number 1 is a leadership number, which represents the sun, And then the next leader number would be the number 3. It comes after 1, which would be Jupiter, the next powerful planet. It's also 1013. Man, you said, man, it's also 1013, and I didn't put this up on the freaking screen. Man, we be looking for some signs. Man, it make you want to say hallelujah in church right now. But I'm just saying, you be looking for signs, and the signs be showing you right there. Keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. Look, the number 2. The number 2, right? Check this. Number 2. Look at this. Look at this, Akshita. Neutral prime, right? That's the number 2. The Messiah of imagination. As a Messiah of the number 2, you are a creative soul symbolized by what? By the moon, offering a feminine energy of balance to the number 1's masculinity. You already know. Your strength lies with your vivid imagination. Number 2. Let me do this for you, Akshita. I got you. Here we go. All right, the dreamers, dealing with the dreamer part of number 2. So dreamer and seekers, you are a dreamer often dwelling in a spiritual realm rather than the material world. Yup. You seek a profound spiritual connection in love as well as life. That's why your love life must connect to your spiritual world. Because if it don't mix with your spirit, it ain't going to be right, Akshita. That's the number 2 in your birthday, or how in your log date. And it's your first beat. All right? I mean, you say 123. Hold on, actually it's 123, excuse me. Because you got 1, 2, 3. All right, I'll break down that number 2 though. And I'll break down that number 1 for you as well. Because you got alignment numbers. You got 1, 2, 3 as a birthday. That's a hot for a birthday. That's a hot birthday. 1, 2, 3. So when you think about the number 2, you think about love and relationship. For you begins in the mind, intertwined with a deep spiritual bond. Physical intimacy holds meaning only with a spiritual connection. Successful relationships align with your spiritual heights. Man. Let's get it. I'm utilizing all of this. This also comes from the Temple of 31 Steps. Yeah. All this information is coming from the book of the Temple of 31 Steps. So, compatible companions, and I was breaking this down earlier. Your greatest understanding comes from those born on the days summing up to what? 7, 16, 25, 9, 18, and 27. You're a gentle, romantic counterpart to what? The number 1. It's like the sun and the moon, because 1 is the sun and then 2 is the moon. All right? Like how the moon reflects the sun's light. That's what it's talking about in here. It says embrace what? Creativity. So your creative and imaginative abilities are top notch. However, it's essential to turn your dreams into actions. The key is not only in your mind, but also in your physical manifestation. So it's not just about what's in your mind. It's that what you bring to fruit. Because you're really judged not by what's in your head. You're not judged by the tree. You're judged by the fruit. You understand that, Akshita? So you be like, man, I'm a bad mamma jamma. But you're not really bad. You're only bad by how many people you didn't taught or how many people you didn't transform. That's what you measure by in the universe. The universe doesn't give a fuck about you. Yeah, you already transformed. You can say I'm already this and I'm already that. But the universe measure you by how many souls you transform for the betterment of the universe. In a divine plan. That's how it measures you. balance matters to success. All right. So, thank you. Thank you. When you find your balance between the spiritual and the physical realm, surround yourself with like-minded individuals who what? Understand your ideas, Don't get frustrated and fight with people. And I'm saying this for everybody. See, because you might say, man, you just breaking down the number 2. No, I'm breaking down the self, because the number 2 deals with the self. I told you, you don't really come in on the first beat. You come in on the second beat. That's why all scriptures are written with a B first. They say Bismillah or Breath Miller or freaking butter sheep butter. Or in the beginning. Come on, man. They give you the seconds in time rather than the first, because you measure by the seconds. Come on, man. Figuratively speaking. First time listening, wow. Yo, man, I'm impressed. Yo, Steve, I want to say thank you, bro. You should get one of the books. I'll send you a book, bro. I know you in the UK. I'll send you a book. Just email the Messiah Code Movement. I'll send you a book, man. Just know you're a Messiah. Put your birthday in the building. That'll be what's up, too. So 1, 2, 3, 12:31. It's about to be a 12:21 moment. When 12:21 comes up, I'm going to give a moment of silence for my mother. I'm going to tell y'all that. When it is 12:21 on the East Coast, I'm gonna give a moment of silence for my mother that passed away this year, man. On January 3rd, which is a 1-3. I always do this any time of the day, man. Any time of the day, I always give respect to my mom. And I give honors to my mom at that time, 12/21. That's her birthday or her log date. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. All right, so I'm going to give a moment of silence to my mom. I'm not going to go off on the deep end. I'm just going to say something. I want to say thank you, Mom. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, man. It's still 12:21. I just wanted to let y'all know, man. My mom was one of the most lovingest people I know in my life. She didn't have a grudge with anyone. She didn't have no enemies. She didn't hate nobody. All right? She was a perfect example of what I should be in my life. Yeah.
I'm going hard for you. I'm going hard for you. Hard for you. Angels in the sky.
Shout out to the family. Thank you for y'all time, man. I really love y'all. I really appreciate everyone. Cool. Any other questions or comments before we get off? want to say peace to all the messiahs, all the legends. Y'all know who y'all are, man. All my people that support the movement. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all really cool, man. Y'all really good people. Thank you for walking with me through this journey of learning and the experience that I share with y'all of life. We shall come back on here. I will be coming back on here. And hopefully your holiday was really good. I'm gonna say that too. Hopefully your holiday was really good. You know, me and my queen, I'm gonna tell you what we did. We really cooked for ourselves, man. I mean, and it wasn't as flashy as it was back in the day or whatever, but it was really something special, I think. You know, we got the time to really enjoy ourselves and really appreciate life for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? I also talked to my family and we planned something for next year. So that's cool. It makes people realize and appreciate what family was worth. Yeah, shout out to Thea the Goddess. Thank you. We love you, Akshita. I really love you, Akshita. Real talk. You know, you've been rocking out with me. I want to say, man, good times, bad times, man. I'm going to go furthermore on this number 2 and build. I just kind of wanted to end the video a little bit and just kind of end it on a good note. You know what I'm saying? I want to end it on a good note because I got, man, there's so much information. For the new people, man, for the new people that don't have a book, man, all you got to do is email the movement. It's right there. The email is scrolling through the bottom of the screen. And I'll give you some more information that can help you along your journey. And you can help somebody else on their journey. You know, man, we really love you, man. Like I would go through hell and rainwater with you, rain and hell, sleet, snow, and whatever. I gotta go through. Make sure that you good. Just know that, Akshita. And we built a bond. We built a bond that is unique. You know what I'm saying? When I met you for the first time, it felt like I already knew you for years. Even though I already did knew you for years when I first met you. But yeah, it was like that, man. It was like that. Man, it was really like that, man. It's a lot of people that are like that, man. I can't wait to meet Sister LaUnc. I can't wait to meet her, man. I can't wait to meet Sister Kinda Fear. Me and her got the same blood type. I can't wait to meet her. You know, it's different when you run into some people that got the same blood type. That means we can save each other. Am I right? You like, man, we tribal members, we cool, but I mean, we got the same blood type, man. Like, I want to stay close to you. That's just like, y'all got to think about it like that. Y'all don't try to stay close to the people that are part of your peoples that got the same blood type. You're like, man, shit. We all going to stick around each other. That might be a really good plan. Because then we'll have the cure for each other as well. You know what I'm saying? We'll have the cure for each other. You know? That's what I think. You say I might be mistaken, I might be lying, but I don't think so. What's up, Melanie? I see you in the building. What's up, Coon? For real, man, I'm telling you, man. We're going to need each other when it comes down to it, man. We're going to need each other. We might need something from each other to keep us going. Something might happen, Lord forbid, and we might need a blood transfusion from one of our folks. You know? Man, I'm going out. I'm just talking. I'm just talking now. Now I'm just talking from the heart. I'm out of here, man. Hope y'all enjoy this. Y'all enjoyed this broadcast, and it was really good. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. All right, so y'all have a good, blessful whatever it was. You said real talk, real talk. We gotta answer the call through the network. You ain't lying, man. I can't wait to just see y'all, man. Can't wait. So, like I said, this was a good broadcast. Shout out to all the producers that produced the tracks for the video, for this video. Shout out to Mac Bully the Beats, and also my brother Jamar, the beat mechanic. All right. So yeah, man, I want to say thank you for y'all production. It's really soulful to share this music with the family. If anybody needs any beats for rappers, singers, we are looking for rappers and singers. You can link up with the email at the bottom of the screen. I'm like, personally, I want to create a girl singing group, a female singing group, and I want to get a couple artists to work with. So, like, if you're really interested into doing some music, I got some music from Yaya the Goddess too. I'm gonna play some music from her. She's one of my Facebook friends. She got some really good stuff. I'm gonna play some of that stuff for y'all. See if y'all like it. But if you're interested, if you want some beats of your own to make your own project, you also can get up with the movement. I'll link you up with Jamar or Mac Bully the Beats. I'll link you up with one of them. Or we got a staff of producers. Mac Bully the Beats, Jamar the Beat Mechanic. We got Sean Lennox. We got Division. Who else is on the team? Jamie Prado. So we got like a couple of producers, man. They're really good guys, man. They got some real good music for y'all. Alright? So, like I said, I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Leave y'all with that, man. Alright? Coom, salutations to the primes. Make sure y'all spread the love.